A lot of video games are about achieving the impossible, whether that mean narratively or in terms of the player's skill. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on gameranx, 10 gamers who unlocked impossible trophies. Starting off with number 10, somebody in Final Fantasy XIV became the first to unlock all 2,751 achievements. This one's actually a fairly recent development, chronicled by a Reddit post from a user named Prismatic Parrot. Shows that a player from the Garuda server, specifically a Japanese player, is now the very first and only Final Fantasy XIV player to have gotten every achievement there is in the game. The post omitted the player's name for privacy reasons, but if you look at the rankings on LOL Achievements or other sites that track Final Fantasy XIV achievements, you can figure out who it is pretty quick. It's the only person who has all of the achievements. The director of the game, Naoki Yoshida, not only congratulated, but also said that he's going to come up with an achievement that's very hard specifically for that player to attempt, which is cool. At number 9, a Red Dead Online player reached rank 1000, and it only took 9,200 hours. Yeah, a player by the name of Fawe. If I'm not saying that correct, Fawe, I apologize to you, but your name is Fawe. He detailed some of how, which a large amount of it is playing with friends. He thought grinding alone would be really boring, so he generally played with friends. And another big thing is that he did not play other games. Fawe says that the only game he tried last year was Elden Ring. And given this happened in October of this year, pretty unlikely he spent a lot of time in Elden Ring. 9,200 hours. I don't know if I've done anything for 9,200 hours in my life. I know for a fact I've been alive for 9,200 hours. I mean, I've been alive a lot more hours than that. But like, this is my job, and I'm positive I have not spent 9,200 hours recording. I may be playing various games for the purpose of work. Wow. I mean, when you think about it, that's crazy. That's so much time. And that's not even like what the accomplishment is. The accomplishment is the level 1000. But I'm just impressed he played the game that much, honestly. And number 8, an absolute lunatic, took about 1,000 hours and got every achievement in every Assassin's Creed game. A guy by the name of Fatal Dark Prince, sharing his gamer score of 100% on 13 different games. But it was noted in the replies to the post that there are more than 13 games. However, Fatal Dark Prince counted the Ezio collection as one game, even though it's 3 games. It's Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelations. And they are listed in this list due to being, I assume, a single purchase as a single game. Which, to be completely honest, has kind of odd implications in terms of exactly how that's being tracked. But, I mean, that's a discussion completely outside of this. To have done this in 1,000 hours is crazy. Like, Odyssey, Valhalla, hell, Origins, those are much longer games than the other ones. I mean, I'm sure that there are people that have spent 1,000 hours in Valhalla. I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm sure there is. At number 7, a Fallout New Vegas fan got every single achievement in one sitting. And let's go ahead and talk about how, yeah, I mean, 75 achievements, not the biggest base of achievements to draw from, but it's a lot. And Vegas is a pretty big keyword for those achievements too. Some of them being completely luck-based because they're tied to the casinos. The guy who managed to pull this one off goes by It's Jabbo, and it took him 11 hours and 4 minutes, which, I mean, might as well be a speed run in terms of achievements, which is appropriate because It's Jabbo has also speed ran Fallout 3, so he's clearly pretty familiar with the whole how Fallout works thing, and that's absolutely why he was able to do this. But still, that's impressive. 11 hours and 4 minutes to do 75 achievements in Fallout New Vegas. Not just the base game, the DLC as well. Good job, It's Jabbo. At number 6, a guy took 9 years to get the 100 Exalted Reputations achievement. It's pretty self-explanatory as to what the achievement is. It's raising 100 reputations to Exalted. And user Endless Irony posted it to WoW 8 months ago saying, "This is the closest I've felt to beating WoW." And some people might say, well, you can get that achievement in much less time than that, and I'm sure that that's true. That doesn't change the fact that somebody spent 9 years doing it. I mean, is this a speed run or a record of any kind? No, but it was a nice community moment when this guy posted this to the WoW subreddit and everybody was encouraging and it got some traction. And you might say, why is this on an impossible trophies thing? Do you do this? I don't. I have not raised 100 reputations to Exalted in WoW. I have not raised a single reputation to Exalted in WoW. So for a normal person, this is of course a very prestigious achievement, honestly. Quite frankly, this would have been impossible for him if he had not spent 9 years on it, and he did, and that's incredible, honestly. At number 5, there's only one guy out there who has managed to platinum Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. That's right, go to psnprofiles.com, go to Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, and you will see that the Platinum Club is a lonely one. It is occupied by a user by the name of Agronin. See, part of the problem with this game is that some of the trophies are bugged. Apparently, you may have to execute a clan leader to get the Heartbreaker trophy, but there's a definite issue with the Best Served Cold one, where you fulfill the requirements for the trophy, however, it doesn't trigger the trophy. There's a complicated process that you can do to get the Best Served Cold trophy, which involves having some clan members in your party that are unequipped of all things, them dying in a battle against an enemy army, you raising an army, killing the army that killed your clan members, and executing everybody. And if it doesn't work, they advise that you save before doing any of it, and just simply repeating this cycle until it works. It's really involved. It requires you do it against clan leaders, blah, blah, blah. There's stuff that I don't personally understand about it. It's a glitch, so my understanding of this description of things here may not be the correct understanding for anybody out there who's attempting to join the one-person Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord PSN Platinum Trophy Club. Good luck with that. At number 4, a Destiny 2 player by the name of Zemo soloed all 4 Root of Nightmare encounters, which are raids that are designed to be taken on by a team of players. It's looked at as a 3-person minimum team, but he didn't just complete them all on his own. He completed them all without dying. It's a solo, flawless run. And Root of Nightmares isn't like the absolute most difficult thing in the game. It's not even close. It's got the word nightmare in it, but that doesn't mean that it's an actual pure nightmare. But it's very difficult, and there are other people who have done these things individually, flawlessly, but never all of them at once. That's really what's impressive here. Zemo really blew it out of the water with this. It's just a mastery of the skill necessary between all of the different mechanics, the crowd control, which is a big thing in these raids. It's an impressive feat. Like, Zemo really deserves some props here. At number 3 are the impossible offline mode achievements in Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma on PS3. Most people assume you can't do this one alone, but a user by the name of Surgeon proved otherwise. Now, the thing about it is, these are online missions. When he made this post about doing it in January 24th, 2017, he shows how to do it both with an AI partner or with a second PS3. And basically, he uploaded videos to refute the popular opinion that you can only do these achievements with a great partner. To be fair, it is very, very difficult. This is a thing a lot of people consider to be 10 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, as hard as it gets. At number 2, it took 5 years of constant play, but a League of Legends player by the name of Philly Frundlick, Philly that. I'm sorry, I can't say your name correctly. I mean, this guy, I can't say his name, but he's real good at this game. He achieved level 7 mastery on all champions in the game, which is a lot. Now, I'm not saying this one's completely impossible. I'm sure that other people could do it. But the fact that it took him, 5 years of constant playing should indicate how few people are going to do it. Because there are going to be people who play League of Legends for 5 years. That's for sure. Not even a question. But That's 5 years of focus on this specific task, not on like playing the thing you like doing the most, which is crazy. I wouldn't play a game for 5 years doing that. But a big congratulations goes to this guy. Like, this guy, at this point, has an understanding of League of Legends that very few people attain. And that's cool. Well done. And finally, at number 1, we mentioned platinum trophies and how they can be difficult on one game, but there's one guy out there, Ikimenzi, who has the most platinum trophies of all time with 8,723 of them. And it's not just that he's got a bunch of easy trophies either. He's platinumed a lot of games that are considered ultra rare to have the platinum in. I mean, this is some serious dedication. And I don't really know how to talk about a guy who has a platinum trophy in tons of different games, because you can talk about any one game and getting a platinum in it for a fairly long period of time. Like, generally, the achievements we've talked about in this video have been about one game. The amount of platinum trophies he has is equal to the amount of games he has platinum trophies in. That's how that works. That's crazy. I got a couple of bonus ones for you here as well. A YouTuber by the name of That Friendly Guy reached the maximum level in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 without killing any other players. Basically, the point is avoiding danger and surviving matches and winning enough of them to level up. I mean, it's a interesting challenge to give oneself, and he did it. Next is a guy who unlocked the Infallible trophy in Fall Guys in a day, which devs called near impossible. Guy by the name of Slothy Jr. didn't just pull this off, he pulled it off while streaming. The stream was hosted by his friend Casey Meow, and it was the result of a streak that was pretty much crazy, and he didn't even realize that he was within spitting distance of an achievement. He didn't even know it was an achievement. He said he won 4 games in a row on his friend's stream, and then people in chat started to mention the achievement and how hard it is to get. So going into the 5th game, he knew about the achievement and was trying to get it. And he did. And then finally, Todd Howard has perhaps the rarest achievement of all. There's an achievement that only Todd Howard has, a real achievement on his account. It's called the Lifetime Achievement Award, and it is an actual achievement. It's not a, thing that they said at the awards. No, it's actually on his account, and it actually was a program that he had to run on his computer signed into his Xbox account that tied itself to his account and gave him that achievement. I think that's the funniest part about it. Like, they sent him something to run. They didn't just like put a trophy on his account. They were like, no, we got to have you run this thing. Like, they didn't have to do that. I think that was probably for him specific. Like, just give him something to feel good about, which he said, by the way, he did. And that's all for today. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week. Best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription. So click subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications. And as always, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter @FalconTheHero. We'll see you next time right here on gameranx.